The black hole coming toward Earth has cruised through the universe for billions of years, growing larger as it swallows stars, planets, and everything else in its path.
Some people compare a black hole to a celestial zombie. It comes to life anytime something comes too close. It grabs that object in its clutches and never lets go.
Every black hole is capable of reanimating itself whenever it's in the vicinity of matter. So every black hole has the capability to suddenly spring to life as a truly vicious killer.
The black hole can theoretically bend and distort light in ways that change reality itself.
Traveling through the photon sphere of smaller black holes, if you look forward, you can eventually see the back of your head. And that's because the photons, which are these light waves and particles, travel in these circular orbits around the black hole.
On what may be the last day for humanity, the sun, fittingly, does not rise. It's dark across the entire planet.
The sky becomes profoundly altered, and the black hole itself is filling more and more of the field of view.
As the Earth nears the black hole, its intense gravity starts sucking the sun's light towards it and away from the Earth.
As the Earth is drawn ever closer to this black hole, it's like entering a cave, and there's only darkness within.
Light from the stars, the other planets, and the sun shrinks to a single small point in the sky.
The farther in we go, if you were to turn around and look in the opposite direction, from Earth you'd see a diminishing view of the rest of the universe, receding and getting more warped as it traveled away.
We're enveloped in this profound darkness that surrounds us.
This principle is no different from the moon affecting the tides on the Earth. The moon makes a small pull on our oceans from 200 some odd thousand miles away. The supermassive black hole is so big that the Earth can start to feel gravitational effects. And that's just an indicator of how much bigger a supermassive black hole is than the moon.
Near Cairo, Egypt, a ship captain is navigating a vessel up the Nile River when he spies something incredible on the horizon. The black hole's gravity is so powerful that it is pulling water against the normal current, as if the waves are going uphill. The black hole's gravity is now about 1,000 times more powerful than the moon's. It pulls waves across the oceans that are larger than the world has ever seen. And they smash ashore with incredible destructive power. The immense volcanic blasts and earthquakes sever one of the last links between survivors in search of information about what is going on. With satellites long since destroyed, people have relied on undersea cables, which carry 99% of all transoceanic internet traffic, to communicate with the rest of the world.
Traffic on the internet, the physical infrastructure is supported by cables that lie on the ocean surfaces. These cables carry extraordinary amounts of information, terabits per second. And as they're severed, the internet quickly goes dark and finally goes dead.
For those still alive, survival will now be even more challenging.
There are reports of earthquakes happening all across the country.
The only way to communicate over long distances and find out the fate of loved ones is by radio. And even that is a struggle.
The atmosphere will change, impacting the way radio works. We can't talk as far. We can't talk as long. There will be more static.
It would be very, very difficult to communicate over long distances.
Most people get their news via television or radio. If we don't have a satellite network, and if we don't have any sort of terrestrial radio that's working, we're not going to be able to know what's going on this planet.
The disruption caused by the increasing seismic activity is catastrophic to modern society.
Ripped apart.
As the black hole's gravitational forces now pull the Earth's atmosphere at the speed of sound, our planet's surface becomes a flaming hellscape.
If air reaches a velocity and a density to the point where it begins to heat up, the air rushing past you will be on fire.
Though no one is outside to see it, the black hole's intense gravity is playing new tricks with light itself.
Amongst the most dramatic effects of the Earth being drawn toward the black hole is not only the destruction of the Earth, but also what one on Earth might be seeing.
Gravity coming from the singularity is yanking light around just as violently as the Earth, so it's acting in ways we've never seen.
You see light that's coming in a little bit blue shifted, so things go bluer or more purple, whereas the edges of your vision would be redder. So this together would form these weird kind of rainbow patterns.
With most of humanity, more than 7 billion people dead, magma flows into the oceans and begins to boil all water on the planet, killing most sea life. The destruction of the Earth continues relentlessly.